Hey everyone, this is Anna. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you how I made this very cute and easy to make coffee treat box. And this is what it looks like once it's done. And as you can see, it can fit certain brands of coffee pods, maybe a sweetener, a creamer, and there's also different individual packs of instant coffee that you can buy that will also fit the box. This is a really good idea for a coworker or a customer or anyone that you would like to treat to a cup of coffee. I used the tree box die for this project, and you can find the video previous to this one where I show you how I actually cut the box and put it together. I will include the link in the description below. I am using Le Cafe stamp set to decorate the box and do some other embellishments. And I will use different types of ink. This one's called Oatmeal Cookie, and it's the same color of the cardstock, so it gives a nice tone-on-tone effect. This stamp set is so very pretty. It has very cool images, and they go perfectly with this technique. Next, I will be inking all the edges in the box. For that, I will be using my dauber and my sponges. This is how I keep all my sponges separate, and that way each color has its own set. I will be using hazelnut blend ink to ink the edges. And I have this mat right under it that protects my surface, and it makes it easier to do this type of technique. I bought mine at Amazon very inexpensively, so check those out. And as you can see, I make sure that I get every single edge, including some of the tabs that fold in, since at some point they will still be visible. So you want to make sure to ink every edge of the box. And with some of the leftover cardstock from making the box itself, I am using cocoa powder ink to stamp these images, which will become the embellishments and the sentiment for the top of the box. Next is my favorite part, which is coloring the images. I am using our color burst pencils, and I use a combination of yellows and oranges for the croissants, and then some browns for the French bread above. The colors are really up to you. You just have to see what would blend best for you, and of course it has to do also with the color of cardstock that you are stamping on. Different color cardstocks will give you different results whenever you color and blend with these pencils. So just give it a try and try different combinations. To blend these, I am using baby oil and a blender. I love this technique. It's very easy, super quick, and it makes all of your coloring look super smooth and awesome, so you don't have to really be perfect whenever you're coloring. As you can see, I'm barely putting any color, but you will see here in a few seconds what happens whenever I go over it with the blender and the baby oil. It just makes everything better and colored in and looks very nice and professional. Next, I will be using my Details Pro shears to fussy cut all these images. It only takes a few minutes, so it's not that bad. It's very small images and easy to cut. And of course, these scissors make a big difference, but they are super sharp and easy to maneuver, even for large hands like I have. So I definitely recommend you having these in your supplies. They truly make a difference. And to give it a more finished look, I am inking the edges with oatmeal cookie, and this will also make it blend a little better with the box itself. To adhere the images, I will be using small foam squares. I thought that the extra dimension would look very nice on the box, giving it a little more detail. I also added the foam squares to the ones on the sides, to the images on the sides of the box, but later I decided to remove the foam square and just use craft glue, just because I didn't like how whenever you look from the top of the box you could see the foam squares peeking through, so I didn't like how that looked, so I just went ahead and removed the foam squares and reattached using craft glue. And here I cut a fishtail banner from candy apple cardstock and then ink it with cocoa powder ink. I just love how red cardstock looks whenever you ink it with brown ink. I think it gives it such a rich and vintage look. Then I will be stamping another sentiment from the same set. It's very cute. It says, "Coffee is always a good idea." So I thought that will go perfect as a tag. I make a small hole on the top and then use Journey Twine natural color to attach a little string just for decoration, since I will be attaching the actual tag to the box using a journey dot. And to give the background a little texture, I'm using bronze silk. I splash around the box, and you will see here I got it a little bit on the croissants, but since it still has a little bit of wax from the pencils and the baby oil, I'm able to wipe it right off. And of course, no project is complete without our amazing journey glaze. So I add a little bit to the coffee, to one of the croissants, to the wrapping on the French bread, and I also added to the lines of the steam. I thought that would be a cool touch to add, so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Now you see me here cutting around the Ooh La La sentiment, and I will make a little bit of room. By the way, this is a few minutes after, once the glaze was dry, so make sure that you either make a space prior or make sure that it's completely dry before you touch any of the images. I added a little bit more of the glaze to the sentiment, and that completes my box. And once again, here you see me adding the contents. That small coffee pot I got at Costco. That's the only place that I've seen them, except of course on their website, and that one fits perfectly inside the box. But you could use another type of coffee, such as these instant coffees by Folgers. So I think it's a cool idea, very easy to make, and of course if you need some other type of design, you could just choose any other embellishment and it will work perfectly. To purchase any of the items in this video, please visit my website, funstampersjourney.com/Anna Reese. And next time you're on Facebook, come and visit my page. There you will find more information on new products and events. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or send me an email. And don't forget to check out the previous video, which will show you how I created the box from the die. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you next time.